Attendu par des centaines de milliers de joueurs dans le monde, le prochain Portal devrait débarquer en France d'ici quelques semaines. Et c'est dans le cadre d'un showcase organisé par Electronic Arts le 19 janvier dernier que nous avons pu poser nos questions à Chet Falicek du studio Valve. À commencer par la principale difficulté qu'a rencontré l'équipe durant le processus de développement.
So probably the most challenging part of making Portal 2 was expanding all your repertoire of items you can use in the Portal world. So we have the gels, the tractor beams, all these different elements that you work together without making it harder. We wanted to make it more complicated because you're going to have all these elements, but we didn't want to make it harder. And so to stop it from becoming harder, what we did was during testing, we would go back and test again and again and again with people. Some people were really experienced, some people were new to the game, and see how they would go through the puzzles. And it was always, you should be able to, if you could figure out what the puzzle was, you should be able to solve it. In Portal 1, we actually saw on Steam, we could see where people stopped playing, and it'd be where they had to really be good with the joystick. And so that's kind of a bad stopping point for a puzzle game. It's, you know how to solve it, but you can't solve it. So we wanted to make sure in Portal 2 that if you knew how to solve the puzzle, you'd be able to solve it.
Portal 2 semble donc mettre un peu plus en avant le côté puzzle game au détriment de l'aspect FPS. Une initiative plutôt bien inspirée, tout comme la dimension coop d'ailleurs, qui a été l'objet d'attention toute particulière.
Well, so for Portal 2 co-op, it was really important to us to make it a full experience. And we learned a lot with the Left 4 Dead series of how much people would play co-op and how you didn't want to just tack it onto some other game form. You wanted to have it be its own thing. And so it was really important to us that it has its own story. It takes place after Portal 2 single player. It has its own story and own set of maps. It's just not rehashed single player maps with a wall put in. They're all completely redesigned. And so you have your own experience there that's actually twice as long as the original Portal. And it's all in the co-op. And you know, the cool thing with Portal 2 co-op is if you're not that smart, you can find a smart friend, and all of a sudden you're going to feel really smart solving puzzles.
This was a triumph.
Avec son concept complètement original et son humour plutôt rare dans le monde du jeu vidéo, le premier Portal a su se créer une communauté de fans importante et a remporté un succès aussi bien critique que commercial. Une situation qui, même si elle est enviable, peut susciter une certaine forme de peur de décevoir au sein de l'équipe de Valve et même chez d'autres intervenants comme Jonathan Coulton, le compositeur du mythique Still Alive.
So recently, Jonathan Coulton visited the Portal 2 offices because he was writing the song for Portal 2 as well as Portal 1, right? So he faces the same fears and concerns we have of you. You had this nice little tight thing in Portal 1. How do you duplicate that without destroying what it was? And I think that the team had that fear from the day one working on it, is let it become something that retains what you love about Portal 1 and expands on it and runs further with it, and you get to see all these things you kind of got hinted at. You actually get to go inside of now. You get to see an expanded world of Aperture Science. You learn more about GLaDOS. You get to see her acknowledge that you defeated her when you come in and the first time you meet her. So I think fans of the Portal 1 are going to love the Portal 2 that expands on what they love about it and expands on this world that they got to know about.
On attend maintenant de pouvoir expérimenter ce Portal 2 qui de toute évidence fera parler de lui à sa sortie le 21 avril prochain.
I think we can put our differences behind us. For science, you monster.